right here, so why are you using a toy? Come, let me satisfy you. Keenly aware of the blue-collar men around me on the sleeper train, lust bubbled up in me. I was sweating so badly that my lingerie was drenched. I had no choice but to satisfy myself, but someone caught me in the act. An older man pulled my blanket aside and stared lustfully at me. There were too many blue-collar men around me in the train carriage. Their manly presence triggered my addiction, and I could not stop thinking dirty thoughts. I felt my panties moisten. My urge slowly built up, and I knew that I had very little time left before my addiction kicked in. If I did not give in to my addiction, I would only embarrass myself in front of everyone. My name was Marina Anderson, and I was an intimacy addict. Ever since I hit puberty, I unexpectedly developed this embarrassing addiction. It resulted in a habit of pleasuring myself. Because of this addiction, I did not even dare to get a boyfriend, and it made the effect of my hormones worse. My addiction got more serious. Last night, my adoptive father gave me a call. He quoted some family matters and asked me to head home. He was kind enough to book me a train ride. I got onto the train, but I did not expect there to be so many blue-collar workers in the sleeper carriage. The blue-collar men were extremely masculine, and they were playing poker and smoking not too far away from my lower bunk bed. It was a little warm in the carriage. Perhaps that was why they took off their jackets as the games grew more exciting. The tanned and fit bodies caught my attention. I took in their scent and looked at their strong bodies. I could not stand it anymore as my addiction was triggered. Initially, it was still bearable. However, the train ride was bumpy, and desire traveled down my body. I could not help but press my thighs tightly together. I glanced at the luggage piled up at the corner. My luggage was stored with the other men's belongings. They were all placed near the corner of my bunk bed. I had a big toy that I used to pleasure myself. However, I did not dare to take it out in front of those men. It was even more unfeasible to bring my luggage to the washroom to satisfy myself. Earlier, I had wanted to settle my needs at the washroom. However, there were children inside. I was unsure how long it would take before they vacated the washroom. Hey, do you need my help? Is there food in your luggage? I can help you get it. At the same time, a tall man wearing an unbuttoned thin jacket and a gray wife beater noticed my gaze. He was very muscular and seemed very strong. As he spoke, he sized me up. I could not help but blush when he stared at me. I was a little guilty. If he opened my luggage, he would see the items inside. That would be bad. Thank you, I'm good. I just recalled having some makeup inside. I don't need them right now. The man looked at me meaningfully while nodding. All right then, if you need any help, just let me know. I'm Douglas Smith. You can just call me Douglas. He seemed to imply something. After he said that, he sat next to me and remained on his phone. I was frightened. He must have been studying me for some time. Otherwise, he would not have noticed me looking at my luggage a while ago. It was uncomfortable to endure the symptoms of my addiction. I was very aroused. I shyly glanced at the middle-aged man. I was afraid that he would catch me, so I was very discreet. To ease my desire, I slowly rubbed my bottom against the mattress to create pleasure. However, the more I did that, the more unsatisfied I was. The more unsatisfied I was, the more I wanted to continue. Fortunately, after a while, Douglas was no longer looking at me. He was just staring at his cell phone. I gritted my teeth and decided to use my fingers. When I thought of that, I decided to lie on the lower bunk and cover my body with my blanket. Then, I slowly lifted my little black dress. I lowered my hand toward my panties. I finally felt better, but Douglas, who was originally looking at his phone, suddenly stood up. He walked over with his phone. Hey, can you help me have a look? How much would a person earn if they made provocative videos? Douglas sat down on my bed and got very close to me.
Want the follow-up of this book? Hit the comments and I'll update it tomorrow for you guys.